Greetings and salutations. So I'm trying, trying very hard to find a gateway and easing into a not so terrifying, scary game. I don't scare well. I don't do well under pressure in intense situations. I watch other people play scary games, like on YouTube and such. It kind of helps with my anxiety when I can channel in the anxiousness of fear and it kind of replaces whatever worries I have. It's a weird little tick in my brain. I like it. But as far as playing a scary game of my own volition, I don't have that desire. I do, but I don't. So I thought I could research a little and see if I could find maybe a scary game that wasn't absolutely horrifying. So that is the goal today. Let me move the microphone closer. I apologize if it makes sounds that are unpleasant. But that is the goal today, is to try and play something. I tried a few others. Like I tried Dagon, but it wasn't scary. I played Trapped with Jester. It was more amusing than scary, and it was supposed to be scary. I'm looking at the categories, and it was supposed to be frightening, but I haven't found one that meets my desires yet for that entry level scare, so that I can build up to bigger and scarier things. Oh, I knocked off Deadpool. Poor Deadpool. Sit here instead. Stay. So I did some digging and I found one that's, I think it's a little bit older. How old is this game? It is at least 5 years old. And it's called Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk. I don't know if it's a Canadian game because I know they have bagged milk. Other places I'm sure have bagged milk, but that is a place I know for certain has bagged milk. But the premise is we're helping a little girl purchase milk. I don't know how old she is. I just know that the line is be the first to not disappoint her. Now, I do my best to not be disappointing. So we shall see. Give it the old college try. I got my coffee. I got my half-gallon of water. I'm ready to help a little girl. Though it's not a very long game. I believe it's between 10 and 15 minutes. We'll see what we can accomplish. Okay? We're going to help me buy milk. You got it, girl. Write down your name. D. It's me. I walk down the road to the store and rehearse my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I have completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. One of us is after COVID. I didn't leave the house for a long time, which, come to think of it, I don't leave the house very often now either. I'm going to the store. I don't want to be mean to the child. She's already terrified, so we're going to be as nice as possible. As nice as the game allows. Who are you talking to? I'm imagining as if I were a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts? You do you, boo. What game? Well, you know. There are games where you can see the character's thoughts right on the screen, you know? No, I don't know. So I thought if someone is reading my mind, I need to be very focused so I don't blur out too much. Haha. I take a deep breath of air. Okay, we've composed ourselves. Hello, can I... Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt, and failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So once again, hello, can I get... Wow, that's one whole word more. Progress. Thank you, I'm trying my best. I think this time the sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello, can I? Ugh, I wish I hadn't said anything. Don't worry. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. Is that a bad way to walk? I mean, I can't think that I've ever actually done such a thing because texture, but is there a problem with a child doing such? I clip my words, duh. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement, 51 in the grass. You have to undo the previous step. Okay. Sinister laughter. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on. I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Here we go again. So, step 1. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Wait a minute. What do you mean step 1? What then? But it's already the 52nd. Or wait, am I going backwards so it's the 50th? It doesn't add up. Okay. Step 50. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. People don't talk like that. I did change one word. I said step 1, and then I said step 50. That is changing a word. You're hopeless. Aw, that's not very nice. You make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour, so you will be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. Really? Well, are you ready? Yes. I carefully moved my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I... Oh, the snoot. It's very... Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Are you a one-trick pony? Do you have no other words for me? No? That's it? Okay. Is it getting bigger or is it my imagination? You shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You run the risk of ending up in an endless loop. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. It is getting bigger this time, for certain. And now it's smaller. Is he whispering? Is he shouting? What is this? Now it's puny. What? Oh. What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me, but how does he know that I'm terrified of the letter O? Of all the letters. What's so scary about it? I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you, explaining it won't be enough, but keep in mind that it will cost I don't know what it's costing, but I see it. That is something like that. You poor child. So I'll just continue to ignore his question. What? Oh. What? Oh. What? Well then. I gather all my will into a fist. My... What? Interlocutor? What the heck is that? We're gonna look it up. I must know. I simply must. No, we don't want it over here. Let's go over here. We're looking up this word because D wants to know. Interlocutor. Let's see. Please mind this brief intermission. I'll sip my coffee while I look. Oh. A person who takes part in dialogue or conversation. Interlocutor. There we go, guys. And now we know. And knowing is half the battle. Yo, Joe. Okay, let's continue. You just repeated after him. And it worked. Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. When exactly did you say that? Just now! Personally, I didn't hear it. I don't remember if I heard it. You're just trying to distract me. But I know what my words were shown that my words were shown on the screen, but I don't remember. I'm standing by the shelves. On the rack, there are bags of milk. We both stand, and the milk lies? Or maybe... Hey, slow down. Do you ever remember why you're here? To buy milk. So buy it. Right, here? What do you expect me to say? I guess something like, not here? Not here. Take the bag and go to the cash register. I guessed the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? My apologies, child. I sigh and reach out to take the milk, or rather, the bag with the milk inside. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag? Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Ah, I see what they did there. Or rather, a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside... Come on. 15 minutes before the store closes. Hurry up. I remembered what these games are called. Visual novels. This game is self-aware. And, by the way, the numbers are written there in full with letters. And by the way, the numbers are written there in full with letters. Are visual novels worse than books? But the authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Okay. Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth, hee. Anyway, you heard me. Hurry up, or you'll get it at home again. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'm on my way. Oh, can I get some milk, please? No wonder she's afraid of the store. These people are not pleasant to look upon. You have it. Give. I put the weighty bag on the register. Of course, not just the bag, but the milk too. Hi, can I have it, please? No. Please? No. But please? Mom will throw me out of the window if I get back without milk. Oh, I hope that's not true. I hope it's just a figure of speech. No. But why not? Give more. But I don't have anything else. Hey, what? Pay for the milk. Ha, really? What would I do without you? Silly child. I take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. Hmm. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it in the cash register. Thank you. Goodbye. I walk down a familiar street, past the gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of the days when I was in physical therapy. How old is this child and what has she been through? I imagine she's a girl. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag. Don't think anything of it. I just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. The gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. I'm going to say that more often now. What is that supposed to mean? As if I'd tell you. But I'm really interested. Well, look. The ratio of water to milk and the volume of air occupied by me is about 30-1. And yeah, ice cream is not the best unless you want to drink more than eat. What? Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. Okay. During today's walk, my body has been to every part of this path. Simple math. I'm not good at math, but I'm definitely not good at this child's math. I see. I feel movement under my feet, asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. And how do people move something as uneven, or move over as something as uneven as the city plain? Gently, heel, toe, I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. That seems like a bad idea. Hey, watch out! Ah! I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. A bear? Where do we live? Hey, I'm walking here. I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. So are we not in a realm of humans? The cover of the game, the eyes of the girl, they look human. And it looks like I guess it could be a boy. But the sass levels seem to be girl-like, in my opinion. But none of the people we've encountered have been people. They've been creatures, and now we've been passed by a bear, so I'm confused. Its red eyes in turn look at me with mockery. Did you see that? How brazen! It was a truck. Oh, really? What? Okay, maybe we're just in a city. Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the back of their heads? You could have died. Come on, are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? I was right. Yeah, I told you, the game said it was a girl. I don't know what I'm thinking. Please don't mind me. I'm still drinking my morning coffee. Never mind, it's nearly noon. The world is a cruel and dangerous place. I'm not in the world you're talking about. Okay. It's a crosswalk. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I am in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a cloud appears over me and pours rain streams that hide my tears. Right now, I can feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad. Are you Sure this is really happening? What else could it be? Has it ever occurred to you that it is all just in your head? That's not what the manual said at all. Apparently, these pills don't work for me either. What? The pills have nothing to do with it. Please, I just want to get home and go to bed. I really, really am very grateful to you, but please, no more. You have to accept the truth. No! You have to accept the truth. No! Do I keep in a loop? Oh, no! Looks like D doesn't help me at all. I guess I'll try something else next time. What? Again? I hope we can do it this time. Alright. It's been so long since I've been out of the house. So I guess I'm still gonna be nice, but if we get towards the end, I'm not going to say the same thing over and over again. Because apparently there's another ending. Try my best. Well, whatever it is, little girl, you're in denial, and I'm really concerned. So I'm not gonna be mean. Because I imagine that by me saying the same thing over and over again was not helpful. So being mean can't be very helpful. So let's see what we can accomplish here. Okay. I'm gonna see the store person. There's our weird aardvark associate. Alright. Such a weird associate. He is not getting Employee of the Month, in my opinion. Nah, I'm scared of the letter O. It's gonna cost me a dozen nerve cells. Oh lord, it's still... I'm not a fan of the letter O anymore, guys. Luckily there's none in my name. And we learned a new word today. I'm very proud of us. Well, maybe you didn't, but I did. She didn't say crawl away the first time. Alright. I don't want to be mean. If I can get the second ending without being mean, then I will do such. Bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk, 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 milk. Alright. It's not a skip, but like the Jester game, I liked that. You could skip to the choices. Again, an unsettling creature. Nope. No. No. But please, I hope we don't get that out of the window. Alright. Bag of milk. Weird town. Bear truck. Filling this mile-long ice cream. Heel to toe. Trying to get hit by a truck. The brazenness of the truck's bear. The bear truck. Dangerous. Okay, we're almost to the next part. Alright, let's see if we can accomplish a less undesirable ending. Okay, crying, it rains, yada yada. It has to be happening. Alright. Alright. Click. You know what? Okay, what? Since I'm a character in a visual novel, I want to talk to whoever is reading this right now. Me? Yes, little girl, I'm listening. If you say so. I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block. Okay? Out of the corner of my eye, and at a small bench, the perfect place for cliched visual novel monologues. How convenient! I move closer. I place a noticeably weighted bag of milk next to it and raise my head to the sky. Listen. I'm a little embarrassed. I realize that I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective, so ultimately, things will happen painlessly, I hope. Aww. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm not sure. Or how about maybe? I'll be honest with you, and I expect the same from you, please. No. Well, I'm not really surprised. I'm not sure if it's mental health or it says recovery, so I'm guessing mental health, but I don't want to assume. I would rather her tell me. I must be nothing like the model protagonist at all, huh? To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it because now it costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnosis. Hey, confidentiality. Let at least you be the one who sees me for who I am. Aw. Even though I made you up, don't take that away from me, okay? Don't ask me for too much. How stupid does this all seem? From the very beginning, you've been following me, reading my delusional thoughts, hearing my silly conversations. I must seem crazy and weird to you. What is it like to see the world through my eyes? Ever since something happened, all I see is red. Red blood everywhere. No, don't worry about me. I got used to it a long time ago. Admittedly, I'd even forgotten what the other colors look like. Come on. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all. After all, I know they won't hurt me. Sometimes I think that they themselves are afraid of me. Can you imagine that? By the way, if you want to ask me what happened, please don't. Promise? Yes. Really? Of course you couldn't help but ask. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later I would have brought it up. So you're really that interested in what happened to me? I won't waste time. What do you see? Red. Anyway, this is my dad. Oh, some of his parts at least. We do have a very difficult family. But despite all the problems, I never would have thought. Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Anyway, he jumped out of the window and died. This is my last memory, then a long gap. Strange, very strange. Today is the first time I've ever been able to buy something in a store without a major incident. Of course, the medicine helped me. However, I think it's more your merit. I kept thinking we mustn't screw up in front of the reader, or, oh my god, what will he think? Haha. I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character for the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Thank you. By the way, it seems to me that there are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it. And yet, I've been so sad lately. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become ever since my dad, well, you know, day after day, it's the same thing. I've tried so many medications that I hardly feel any difference between them anymore. I understand that. A lot. As long as they help me keep on my feet, I'm happy. But you know what? Today's a special day because I have you. There's so much I want to tell you. I can't even... Excuse me? That was very rude of you. Oh no. I'm not going to pressure you. I'm just advising you to go home. I understand. Well, dear reader, shall we go? When I get to my floor, I hang over the railing. Repeating this action every day like a ritual, I stopped being afraid of heights. A few minutes ago, the effects of the medication finally wore off, so I just enjoy the blissful silence. I wonder if the medicine's making her hear that voice, like the other part that we're clicking, the choices that we're making. When I am under the influence of drugs, terrible and unpleasant melodies sound in my head, mixing with the sounds of the world around me. They create a terrible dissonance in my head. I turn around and go to my apartment. It's a creepy face. Did you bring the milk? Hi, Mom. Mom has dark, soulless eyes. No wonder I'm terrified. Did you bring the milk? Yes, Mom. Did your new medicine help? Yes, Mom. Go to bed. Yes, Mom. Okay, well, that was the other ending. That game, or that story rather than a game, that was interesting. There are only the three options. So I wonder, like the three achievements where you get the O's is one achievement. The not this time where you mess up or whatever when I repeated that dialogue over and over again. And then there's milk bought. But there were all kinds of other options, and so I don't think there's any more endings. So those are all the achievements. So I think that's it. So I wonder how the dialogue would have changed if I had been, rude to the girl, or said any of the other things that were available to me. But it's a very interesting tell, and bits and pieces of that like resonate in my brain and in my mind, like the medications that she's on. It's got to be for mental health. Obviously it's not for her physical health, it's for her mental health, which I'm a big proprietor of mental health awareness. You may see other things on my channel from the years past where I've discussed such things, but if you're new here, I'm very big on mental health. I have my own issues that I deal with and struggle with. Shan't get into those at the moment, but yeah, there were a lot of things in that one, like the medication having weird side effects. That's very important to discuss. I don't know. Like, her mom is weird. So, obviously, I don't think she feels comfortable talking to her mom about these issues because her mom was a very bizarre character with dark, soulless eyes that terrified the child. That was obvious. But I've had medications that I have been on that had some tremendously horrible side effects, and I've had my own fair share of stays at the facilities because of side effects from medications, that I didn't realize at the time that that's what the medication was causing until there were changes made. And I don't take those medicines anymore. But these are things that are very important to discuss. If you are hearing things or seeing things that others may not perceive, or feeling things that you feel are not normal, these are things that need to be discussed. There is no need for a child to have to go through something to that effect, which I know it's just a game, D. I know. But things like this happen in real life. It's just the way it is. So yeah, always reach out, always ask for help. There's someone somewhere who cares. I care. I do. Deeply and truly care about each and every person that watches this video. That's my goal. I'm actually in school to be a therapist. I'm going to school. I'm getting my bachelor's in human services and my master's in psychology, and I want to be a therapist because I want to help those who cannot help themselves. That is my greatest wish in life, is to be able to help someone who has struggled with their mental health and their self-worth and trauma and things of that nature. So there is someone there who cares. Please talk about it. Please don't answer what you think people want to hear. Be honest with yourself and with others. It's very important for you. It is, because you matter, and the way you feel is important, and your feelings are very valid. How you feel is valid. How you react to how you feel, those are different topics, but your feelings are valid. So, but I digress. I shan't go on to a rant today. I could talk about it forever and ever and ever. It's a huge passion of mine. I'm very passionate about it. It's something that I care about deeply. But this was interesting. It was not what I expected. I wouldn't say overly scary, just deep. It was very deep. Mildly disturbing? That's not the word. There's a word for it. And it wasn't disturbing. It was just concerning, maybe. But all in all, I enjoyed playing. It wasn't very long. It took a little longer because I wanted the other ending, obviously. But no, I enjoyed it. If you want to see what the other dialogue is with the other conversation items that you can choose and choices, I will have a link to the game in the description. So please feel free to go check that out. But I thank you guys so much for joining me, and there will be more soon. So until next time.